Hey guys, my name is Marissa. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really simple summer salad. I am actually sitting at my dining room table right now because my kids are outside playing and I want to be able to watch them. So, this salad is inspired by a tabbouleh salad, but I'm making some modifications just based on what I have on hand. Traditionally, you would use bulgur wheat. I don't have any, and because we're trying to minimize the number of trips that we're making to the grocery store, I had quinoa, so I'm making this with quinoa instead of bulgur wheat. I have cooked up 1.5 cups of dried quinoa in chicken broth, just according to the package directions, and transferred it to this bowl. I like to add chicken to my tabbouleh salad, just to make it more of a meal. I am using some of this pre-cooked rotisserie chicken that comes from Costco, just shrink wrapped like this. They've already cooked it and pulled it off of the bone. So this is just pre-cooked rotisserie chicken. Going to use about 1/3 of what comes in this package. It's already pre-seasoned, it's really flavorful. The only thing is it's not organic. Typically I try to serve my family organic chicken. This is not organic, but because it's so easy, I do use it on occasion. I'm going to rough chop it and add it to our cooked quinoa. I need to invest in a bigger cutting board. I'm always trying to make this work on this teeny tiny little cutting board. Okay, so there's our quinoa and our chicken. Next, we're gonna make our dressing. I'm gonna take I have 2 lemons. I'm gonna take 2 lemons and just juice them on the top of this chicken. Typically, I slice my lemons into quarters, and then I use this juicer. I find that it gets more juice out that way than doing a full half. These lemons are huge, so. If you guys have purchased this rotisserie chicken before, comment down below the recipes that you like to use it for. Today is actually Cinco de Mayo. In my What's for Dinner video this week, I'm gonna be showing how I use this by just adding some taco seasoning. I guess this video will go up after that. So my What's for Dinner that I posted this last Sunday, I showed what we had for Cinco de Mayo. I just took part of this rotisserie chicken, added some taco seasoning, and then made a corn and black bean salad. Okay. My brother-in-law is dropping off cooked apples on my front porch. Okay, so just gonna juice 2 full lemon on top of our salad. My sister-in-law makes this dish where she cooks just green apples, I think. I don't know if it matters what kind of apples, but she cooks them in cinnamon and brown sugar and I think butter. And then she makes these tortilla strips that have cinnamon sugar on them. It's literally the best thing ever. It's like a dessert salsa kind of. She makes like these tortilla chips and then this apple salsa dip to dip the cinnamon sugar chips in. I'll have to ask her for the recipe. Maybe I'll share it at some point in the future. Next, we're gonna take some green onion. I'm just gonna take 2, these are pretty big, so I'm gonna take 2 green onion. Just chop the ends off. Slice them up and add them on top of our chicken. Typically I have this for lunch. Lunch is one of those meals that I really struggle with. If you're a mom and you're really good about making your kids' lunches, but that's not necessarily what you want to eat, what type of things do you do? I look different than I did a couple of seconds ago. It's because my dog just knocked the camera over. So I'm gonna take some fresh mint, just thinly slice that. I don't like big chunks of mint because it's pretty strong. I just try to slice it really thin. Add that to the top. I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt, which it's gonna look like a lot, but that's for this whole salad. Next, I'm gonna take some parsley. I ordered grocery delivery. I do not like curly parsley at all. I'm pretty sure that I said I wanted flat leaf parsley, but this is what they brought. So normally I would use a lot more if it was flat leaf parsley. I find that for whatever reason, I think curly parsley is... So clearly I'm not in the same outfit that I was in a couple seconds ago. And here's what happened. I was filming that video, and you could see I was clearly distracted the whole time. I'm looking outside, I have family members stopping by, dropping stuff off the porch. I have my son coming in from walking the dog, dog's knocking over the camera. Well, then I had a family member who just kept calling. No, it wasn't anything important. They just were like emphatic about speaking to me in that exact moment. So they just kept calling. And I film all of these videos on my iPhone. So when somebody calls, it screws up the recording. Sometimes it'll just turn off my video. So I thought that I was recording the end of this recipe, but turns out I wasn't. But this recipe is amazing, and I definitely want to be able to share it. Plus, in the middle of a pandemic, it's not like I can just run to Costco and get more of the ingredients that I need to make this. And my family does not want to eat 2 full batches of this so that I can show the internet how to make it. So I'm gonna tell you what went into the rest of this salad, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done. So this bottle, you can see it here, is avocado oil. I add 1/4 of a cup of avocado oil. You could use olive oil. Typically I would use olive oil because it has a little bit better flavor, and I just think it tastes better in this recipe, but I don't have any, so we're using avocado oil. 1/4 cup of that. Tabbouleh salad typically has fresh tomatoes. I do not like fresh tomatoes. Nobody in my family likes fresh tomatoes, but I do like sun-dried tomatoes. I often substitute recipes that call for fresh tomatoes with sun-dried tomatoes. So this is 7 ounces. I used about 1/4 of the jar, including the liquid. So I just scooped about 1/4 of this, including the liquid, this is packed in oil, into my salad. And then I mixed it all up. This is better if it sits anyway. So this is what it looks like. I made this last night. Maybe I can get this open. And here is what your salad looks like when it's all mixed up. So this is, like I said earlier, this is great for lunches. I will eat this for lunches throughout the week. My husband may take it. He doesn't really eat lunch. So I don't know if he'll take this to work and eat it or not, but he may. And if not, then I'll eat it. So this makes a huge amount. I will leave the ingredients in my description box down below. Now, admittedly, I'm not very good about measuring things out when I'm cooking. And you've probably noticed that if you've watched any of my other cooking videos. I'm like, I don't know, just kind of dump it in there. So most of the time I'm just going to be listing the list of ingredients in the description box. And I just kind of make things to my taste. If you like a bunch of one herb, if you like the flavor of mint, then add more mint. If you like the flavor of parsley, add more parsley. If you hate parsley, don't put parsley in it. All of my recipes are meant to be really fluid, and you just Make it based on your taste. But I will list out the ingredients that I used for the salad in the description box down below. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on bell notifications so that you don't miss when I upload. Bye!